Hello and welcome to the National Bigfoot Research Incorporated's film called Are Bigfoot Real? Today we have a first interview with Chuck Johnson. Chuck suffers from a form of handicap, so he may be hard to understand at times. Along with Chuck today is his pet moose, Joshua. So, tell us, Chuck, what happened?
Well, me and my friend, we were in the woods, and we saw this big thing. I couldn't really describe how big it was, because it was running, and then all of a sudden, because my friend, he was behind me, and so I looked behind me, and he was gone. And then I just started thinking what happened to him. And so I went back to where he was, where I last saw him, and then this thing just came out of nowhere, and it was right in front of me. And then I shot it. That was about it.
What did you shoot it with?
My M4.
Do you have an M4?
Yeah.
Okay, I have no further questions. You may leave. Hello, I am Gerald Fitzpatrick, and I work for the National Bigfoot Researchers Incorporated, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the Bigfoot. The Bigfoot is commonly called that, but is more formally known as Sasquatch. It is known to be a large creature with big feet, considered the name Bigfoot. They stand about 6 to 10 feet high, and they are hairy and smell bad. Some like to describe the smell of them as swampy smell. They aren't exactly known to be dangerous, but they can be at times. There has been several reported incidents where some claim to have been taken hostage by a clan of Sasquatch. There has been Sasquatch sightings in nearly every single of the 50 states, including here in Wisconsin, where we've had several recent ones. In the county that we live in, there have not been any ever seen, but about 10 miles northwest in the county next to us, there have been 2 sightings, both in 1976. Of this, right now I'll flash up a picture here. His trail cam, actually, and he thinks it might be a young Sasquatch. That's what another organization like us thought it was. But experts in the animal business, they claim it to be a bear with extremely horrible mange. I'm not sure. It looks quite convincing. Let me know what you think, and we will have an interview with another person right now. And up next we have another person who has been abducted by the Sasquatch. Well, they claim to anyways. He wishes for his identity to be protected, so people will not make fun of him, and so the Sasquatch will not abduct him again. So here we go now. How are you doing?
Well, I am okay. Ever since being, well, you know, I don't like to talk about it very much, but it was a terrifying experience. They grabbed me and put the bag over my head.
What do you mean by a bag?
Well, it wasn't like a garbage bag or anything. It was more like a bag made out of a tree, you know? Like, they took the tree and they wrapped it up into a bag, okay? Anyway, they took me to their fortress, which was in a huge tree.
Well, if it was in a huge tree, don't you think we would be able to find it?
Well, normally, but it is a magic tree. It's invisible.
Well, then how did you know it was a tree?
I'm not quite sure. I guess assumed it was a tree. I think. I don't know anymore. Can I be done?
No, not yet. We're gonna keep it going. It's good to bring painful memories up. Do you feel better inside?
I'm not feeling very good right now.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, just a couple more seconds.
Okay. So, anyway, it smelled horrible, like, to this day. And it's so hard to describe the stench. It's like, if anybody knew what hell smelled like, it was that stench. It's so horrible.
We are here again with another victim of Sasquatch abduction. Her name is Chanel. She wishes that her last name not be named, because she doesn't have one. Anyway, she says that it was great fun, so I'll let her tell you the story now. Chanel?
Well, man, we were like, I don't know how far we were from our cabin. Cabin's awesome. He abducted me and my buddy. And man, it was fun. Because he took us to a place, and I was like his sister, man. I mean, what can I say? He's awesome. I mean, all these haters out there about him, I love the thing to death.
Thing? What thing? Please be more specific.
The Sasquatch, man. Yeah. And anyway, well, my buddy and I were hitting it up, you know, and, well, he came along and had some with us, man. I mean, we're like, hey, you want some? Come on over here.
You say hitting it up. Are you sure you weren't hallucinating?
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Can we get some cops in here, please? Hello, again. I am Gerald Fitzpatrick for the National Bigfoot Researchers Incorporation, and I have with me today Mark. How's it going, Mark?
Good. You?
Okay, I'm fine. So, Mark, so you are a Sasquatch hunter.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever successfully killed or taken captive a Sasquatch?
Not yet.
Not yet. Have you had any close calls?
Yes.
Would you please tell our audience how close of a call it was?
It was like a normal Saturday evening. I was out there in my tree stand, and I was looking for some deer too. I was deer hunting that one day, and looked out there. I saw something moving in the brush. Couldn't quite figure out what it was until I got my binoculars out and I looked at it and I saw something hairy. I couldn't really describe what it looked like, but it was really hairy. And so I put a shot on it. I guess I missed.
What type of gun were you using that day?
I was using 30-06.
30-06. Do you think if you had like a Barrett 50 caliber, a larger bullet, you think you could have taken it?
Yeah, I probably would
have taken it down. When you are just walking around, and you are searching for them, it might be close quarters. Which do you prefer to use?
I like to use shotgun.
Shotgun?
Maybe a sawed-off, but not preferably a sawed-off because it might be a little further away.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
I use the Remington slug shells. You can get them at your local store or whatever. But I use the slugs, and I think they make more of an impact. I don't know how big they are.
True. Yes. Well, it's been a pleasure having you today. Thank you again.
Thank you. And
good luck. But just remember, if you do happen to ever get a Sasquatch, just give me a call. 1-800-Sasquatch Hunters. Alright.
Thanks.
And thank you to you guys too for watching us. I hope you enjoyed it. And join us again next time, if there ever is.